welcome to another episode of Coffee with Pam. If you have your coffee, join us. And I'm going to introduce the hostess with the mostest. Pam, take it away.
Hi everybody. I just want to say I'm so excited today because today he's in my space. He's in my area, my little porch, where I have my coffee every day and look at my birds and enjoy my the scenery that we have up here. So Don has come up here to visit with me today, so I'm really excited. Last time I went to him, and right now we're going to talk about things that people are going through right now and all the stress that everybody's been under, and how to de-stress and what we do to make our lives less stressful. And Don's gonna share a little bit of what's been going on with him lately. He's had some little trouble times, like so many of our friends and family have had, and he's gonna tell us what's been going on with him here lately.
Well, I think Pam likes to put me on the spot. That's what it is, because I put her on the spot one too many times. So yeah, we're here at Pam's Oasis, Pam's farm, out in the sticks. It's not the sticks, really. It's not really the sticks. It took a while to get here. I mean, from the Berg, it took probably 35, I think maybe 40 minutes if you obey the law of the land. But it feels like you're going out in the sticks because of the open vastness, the farms. It's really nice here. We'll probably do a multiple episode of this. We'll take a tour of Pam's yard and further dialogue on this topic. But I just want to say something, and we had said that we do some tough topics, right? Some sensitive topics. We became the relationship coaches, love doctors, the last 3 episodes, but we're going to peel back something that is common to all. Stress, deadlines, pressure, family, kids, illness, injury, unfortunately loss and death. So we wanted to kind of peel this back because it is a human element of going through stress, going through tough times, right, Pam?
Right.
Tragedy, trauma. But I want to share some things. The reason this kind of brought to my attention is some passing of a couple polar bears, actually 3 polar bears, okay? And if you watch some of the other videos on our YouTube channel, I restarted something called Bear Facts. That was our old high school newspaper. I was a writer there on the school newspaper, wrote a couple columns, wrote the movie review, rock review, concert review. But one was At the Ridge with Don Martin. I started that, and I mentioned and gave tribute to Ron Short. And Ron Short was a friend of both Pam and mine. I grew up with Ron. We were friends since junior high school through high school, and we reconnected. So I shared something there. So that was tough because he is our age. He's young. We believe we're young. Right, Pam?
Well, yeah. I'm young. I'm young as I sit here with my hot flash fan. I have several of these hot flash fans. Not to change subject, but ladies, this is a must at the age of once you're over 45. You have to have a hot flash fan. That's just another little
insert of a commercial for the hot flash fans. Back on topic, and we like to disarm things. We like to use humor, right? So we're hoping you enjoy these shows. And going back down through this, talking about loss, right? So we lost Ron, we lost Jennifer Kidd, we lost Andrea Carter, and those were all within our class, our graduating class. And we've lost several others, right? And I mentioned it in Bear Facts, which is a text part at the Ridge with Don. So that is tough to kind of realize because the precious thing of life. Another thing too, and Pam wouldn't put me on the spot of things I'm going through. I just want to tell you, everyone goes through things. Everyone goes through setbacks and stress. I've been going through a few things, but all of us have. Mine is, with me as old as I am, Pam, it's not about jobs, careers, possessions, houses, cars, trucks, motorcycles, although I like all those things.
Oh, yeah.
I really like my motorcycle and blackjacks, my truck. I like those things. I like nice things, but they don't define me because they can come and go.
Right.
What affects me and what I shared before, and even post on Facebook, only a select people seen it, but talking about going through tough times with family, when you have loved ones, relationships, friends that you've known most of your life, parents that are aging. I know Pam is taking care of her mom. And, we think about other loss or setbacks, whether it's the dynamics of the family, the divorce, or tough relationships, or maybe your ex doesn't communicate well with you, right? If you have young children and trying to invest that quality time. So yeah, it's been a tough few weeks. It's been a tough few months, maybe a year and a half with COVID, right? But when you see and hear the people that you care about most going through adversity, or it's within your immediate family, and I think of my dad. He's suffering from a blood cancer. He's had 2 heart attacks, actually. The one about 2 or 3 years ago. They had to put a stent in because of blockage. He didn't have a full-blown heart attack then, just the blockage. Thought we were going to lose him, and then he developed a blood cancer, and it's been a challenge. It's been tough on him. He's been in the dumps, bad, low spirits, and it's been stressful for my mother. And our ages, so our parents are up there in years, right? So that's tough to handle and kind of deal with at times. Most recently, he did have a heart attack, was in the hospital, got that situated and stabilized, put a stent in, and then he was released once he could start walking. Was it within a few days? He's rushed back to the hospital because he can't breathe. There's fluid on his lungs. They had to restabilize him, organize a plan, get that water down, get his blood count, his oxygen up, and then, they don't keep you in hospital long. If you can breathe and walk, they release you pretty quick.
No, they don't keep you in the hospital long. And when you have an elderly parent and you're trying your best to take care of them, like my mother, she lost my dad in 2016, and the depression of being, for them, it's paramount when you've been with somebody for 54 years and they're your world, they're your life, and you lose that person, or the potential of losing that person, or the potential, or when they're elderly people and they don't they can't get around and they can't get outside and they can't do the things to de-stress that we as healthier people do. Not that I'm all that healthy, but I can get around and I can move, and I'm grateful for the things that I can do. Like, I'll take pictures of my birds so that my mom, and pictures of the outside, so that my mom can enjoy them. Like, I'll say, come look at the computer, look what I've seen today.
So this is what we're going to unfold, right? We're going to unfold the precious, priceless element of life, right? And don't get caught up so much in all the toys, the houses, material possessions, because I do believe, the good life isn't about how many toys you have or money you make. It's how many lives you touch and good you create. So with that being said, we're going to unfold this. We're going to talk about life and enjoyment and enjoy the smallest things. We're going to talk about stress, right? We're going to talk about anxiety and depression. We're going to talk about statistics. And I will share some of the statistics below here in the YouTube channel, because if you're going through stress, you're going through anxiety or depression, or you're living with or suffering from a mental illness, I want to let you know you're not broken. You're not permanently damaged. Recovery is possible, and it happens, right? It means you are simply human, okay? And we're going to talk about rest and taking care of yourself, your mind, body, and soul. And we're going to talk about strategies. Here in another episode or two, we're going to walk around Pam's yard, talk about some of the things she does. So, and I'll start out with mine since we're sitting here on the patio. This is what I typically do when I'm stressed, okay? When I'm, a lot of things are on my mind, my heart, because a lot of times I can't sleep well. Not been a good sleeper, but sleep is healthy. I don't care who you are. You need at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. And sleep deprivation is no joke, all right? It affects not just your body, your physical attributes, it affects your mental and emotional well-being. So with me and stress and things I go through, I've learned some strategies and techniques, and we'll unfold them more as these following episodes. But one is I work out. I've utilized that and leveraged that since I was a teenager or youth. I ran track, got into karate pretty heavy, started lifting. I know I made a New Year's resolution of get fit, stay fit, starting in January. I want to lose that weight. I want to become more healthy and active because I have young children. I want to wrestle and play sports and pass ball. So that's one way of relieving stress, right? Exercise, being at the gym. I'm not saying you have to be like I am. I'm pretty driven, but I'm at the gym 5 to 6 days a week. I try to carve in time in the dojo twice a week. I walk, I bicycle. I can't really run like I used to, and that was one of my stress release when I was young. Unfortunately, I can't because of a motorcycle accident, but I can lift in the gym. I can walk briskly or lightly jog, and I can bike. So that is one strategy that I use, is exercise and fitness. But it accomplishes a few things. Not that you only relieve that stress. It's a release of whether it's anger, it's stress, it's frustration, it's disappointment, but it helps you become healthier. It creates endorphins, right? It becomes healthy to the cell level because your metabolism increases. You're able to handle stress better, okay? So that is one release that I have, and I'm going to turn it over to Pam. Share with us, Pam, on one of your habits.
Well, being someone that is not physically capable of doing some of the things that he can do with 2 bad knees and a really extremely bad back, but I have made myself start walking again, and I have already lost like 23 pounds by starting to walk again, and I have changed my diet again. I know over COVID that I have I'd packed on some pounds, and the depression and the stress and the eating, and stay away from the junk. I just don't buy it. I try not to buy it, and that keeps me away from it because I notice that if it's in the house, so like you said, and I've been trying to change my eating habits too. My thing is like, I like to take a lot of walks in my field and stuff, and it's less stressful on my knees because of the grass. So do what you can do. It's like I tell my mom all the time, you have to know that there's times that she don't want to get out of the bed, that she feels so bad. But, I make her every day, because I told her, I said, if you was in a nursing home, I'm going to tell you something, they'd have you up out of that bed. Sometimes you have to push yourself, and sometimes you have to push your family. Sometimes I have to push her, with love and care and not humiliate her or anything. I'm like, come on, Mom, get up. It's time to get up. You got to move. You've got to keep herself from I'm always fearful of her getting pneumonia. We're going to go outside and show you my yard and what I do to walk around and...
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to tour Pam's yard in this next episode. We're going to walk around because that's an exercise part. So the number one we want to share is get in motion and try to remain in motion in the baby steps. We're older in our years. Okay, I guess we're middle age. I have to say that, I guess. But I have younger kids. I want to be around for them, and I want to do everything I can within my power, my scope of influence, my ability to get fit and stay fit for them, because I want to see grandbabies. I want my grandbabies to have babies. So I want to be able to be healthy for them, and more importantly too, healthy for myself, because I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to enjoy this life. But one thing I want to stress is you cannot outwork, for some of you more active people, you cannot outwork a good diet. You've got to eat better. You've got to eat healthy. You've got to put away those sugary drinks and snacks and late night desserts. Look, I like, chicken wings, all right? I like big, juicy, greasy burgers. I like different things. All right, cheesecake. I got a weakness for cheesecake, right? But you cannot outwork a good diet, a healthy eating habit. But you got to make it a habit. And Pam, a habit is not like a week or two or a fad diet. You got to develop something that you enjoy. It's going to be a challenge, but a habit takes 3 to 6 months. And there's a lot of good foods out there. There's a lot of good healthy foods. But Pam, I want you to share what this brought to your mind and heart.
Well, I was telling him that life expectancy for a male is 75.1 years. And for a female, it's 76.3 years. Sorry, but we live longer. Usually. Maybe we kill you guys. I don't know. Anyway. But anyway, and retirement age is 65. The time to live is now. The time to be happy is now. The time to enjoy your life is now. The time to be happy and enjoy your life and enjoy your loved ones is while you're alive. Mm-hmm. And in losing our friends, they were loved. They were loved very much. And you can see all the outreach and the outpour of love from the Northridge polar bears. You can see, you can scroll down the wall every time a Northridge polar bear passes, an alumni, and you can scroll down and you can see how much they were loved and how much they're going to be missed.
But yes, Pam, the time is now, okay? Don't hold off sharing and speaking to someone that you care about, whether it's an old alumni, childhood friend, your neighbor, your parents, your children. Let them know. Tell them that you care and what they mean to you. And most importantly, show them. Show up. Call them. Check in. I mean, you got technology. You can reach people at a touch of a button. Have video conferences, okay, if they're across America or across the world. But life is priceless. The time is now to take advantage of those precious moments and those relationships, right? Pour into those relationships. The time is now. It's a gift. That's why it's called the present. And make it a great day, because you truly have a choice in making it a great day.